everybody, welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on my classic Halloween junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. We're currently live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, catching a replay. I'll get you guys pulled up on my page here. All right, let's see. All right, thanks for letting me know the sound is good, Dawn. I appreciate that. So we're going to be doing a couple different things, pockets, kind of fill in stuff, but I decided to go ahead and try to tackle those center pages of the signatures. So I'm going to do some frames with that, and I was really busy cutting them out, so I just finished. So we're going to do that, and that's kind of the plan for today, so let's see how it goes. All right, we got a couple people, sound is good, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the camera up top. All right, focus. Come on. There you go. It's pretty straight. All right. Whew, I've been running. I had to die cut like 8 pieces, and die cutting takes a while, and I only had like 30 minutes. Last minute ideas. So I was kind of looking at what was left in these signatures, and you know, like I said, we have these center pages that I wasn't sure what I was going to do with, but I decided I'm going to do like some sort of a frame thing. And then other than that, I'm just going to go through and fill out things that just look too empty. So, you know, maybe put a sticker or something. I did want to do this card on this page. Found some purple paper that might work. So I'll probably do that there. And I just had a few places marked where they just need something. I tried to find like a large spider or something to put there, but I don't have anything. So I might leave it blank. This I want to put here. So I went through and tried to find things to do with some of the blank pages so it wouldn't take so long trying to figure it out. It out already. That's it. What's on this one? There's a blank one there. There. And then a bunch of blank ones back here. We got like 4 in a row that are blank, so I really need to work on this one. This one's probably the most important because of all the ones in a row there. So I'm just going to take out that. I just really want to work on these green page and orange pages there. All right, so first thing we're going to do is do the frame page for the center, because that's probably going to be the most time consuming, and it's probably the most important to go ahead and get done. I decided against trying to do a pop-up. I just honestly I couldn't find a good picture that I wanted to do, and I don't have the time to paint something. So what I'm going to do is on these, I've die cut with just my normal square die cuts. So I'll show you how I did it so that you at least have an idea if you want to do something like it. So I've got all my pieces in here. And what I have is, I think this one's going to be green. So I have a frame piece with like a place at the bottom to put writing or something like that. And then I have a background piece that's deckled for just to give it a little more of an offset look. And then this will be glued on the 3 sides here. And then I have like a little piece to insert. And hopefully I can get the glue thin enough for this piece to work. If not, I might have to make it a tiny bit thinner. I've got some room to make it a little bit thinner. Narrower, I'm not using the right word. Narrower if I need to. And I think I'll put some sort of a tab or something is the thought process. But I thought it would look cute to have just a frame on each side. They're almost too big, but I think I can do it. I wanted them to be slightly angled if possible. So I'm going to try to get them in there and slightly angle them. And then just have one on each side. I'm not sure if I like green or orange on that one. Ooh, I kind of like the orange better. Might do the orange. All right, so anyway, I've got 3 colors. I've got green, orange, and black cut out for frames. And I thought at the last minute, decal the edge. It's like, oh well. So the insides of some of these aren't deckled, but then the frames are, the background is all deckled. So those are my pieces. I did some small ones, but I decided against using those for this because honestly, I just cut them all out at the same time. So, so I'm going to show you how I cut them out on my die cut thingy. I'm not going to do one, but I'm going to show you how I just, you're not going to stay there, are you? They're all different colors. You have purple, black with a little bit of orange mouth in there. And then we have a ghosty that's got several different colors. It's got green, orange, and purple, and then the black and white. So I think I'm going to do the green on that one with the black background. They're all going to have basically an opposite background. I think I decided on orange for the black ones. Yeah, I think the green will work. If I had had purple, I would have done purple. But I don't have any purple, so green it is. So, I'm just going to set these all over here for now. Figure out a good place to put them. Glue over there. Put this up. I don't know, did I do anything after the live last time that we need to talk about? I don't think I did. I don't honestly remember. Did I do something in here? Not that. I don't know. Maybe the spiderweb with the boy, maybe. It might have been what I did in the second journal, if anything. I think it's pretty much done, so I'm not doing as much in it right now. Other than, sewing it in, making a charm. All right, let's just set these aside because they're going to be in my way. I'll set them back here. So, what I am doing, I don't really want to get my big shot out, but I'll get the plates out. So I can show you how I lined everything up. So, you got your 2 plates, you got your bottom plate, and you got your top plate, and you got your dies, okay? And then what I did is I took a piece of cardstock, and I cut it to this size, okay? So, in this case, it's like 4 by 5.5, okay? So I cut this piece to say 4 by 5.5. So let's just pretend this is 4 by 5.5 right now. And then I took the 3-inch die. I think it was the 3. Let's see. Get this off of there. Yeah. So 3. Yeah, that's the 3. So I took the 3-inch die and I laid it down and I made it a 1/2 inch from the edge that I want. This I just left it drop and then I trimmed it to this size later. But 1/2 inch from here and here, and if you already have it cut from here. And I just lined that up, and then I took some tape, just use a tiny bit of tape. I took some tape and I taped it in place. And then I took my 2-inch die, and I put that one in just inside, and that's a 1/2 inch in each space there, and I put that on, and I taped it in place. Okay, and then I put the plate on and I ran it through. Okay, and what you get is a piece like this, and then you have a drop that is another frame, and then you have just the little piece that comes out of the middle. Okay, so technically you get 2 frames out of it, out of one cut, and then this could be used for another project or something, or another page. But these are the ones I'm going to use right now. So that's how I did it. I didn't want to sit here and so not too difficult. Put these back on here. These are just some I had from scrapbook.com, but square dies are pretty easy to find. And if you don't have a square die, you can measure and cut it out with a utility knife and a blade. It'll work too. It just will probably take a little longer. And if you're lucky and you have a really pretty frame die, you can just use that. I didn't have one, so I just used what I had. All right, let me move that back out of my way. And so what I'm going to do is glue these down. I have to decide the colors. So the black, I know, gets orange on the back of it. The green gets black, and the orange gets black. And I should have 6, 2 for each signature. So there's another orange. Two more blacks. Like I said, I'm not using these small ones, but I'll save them because I'll use them somewhere. Yeah, I might just throw them in an ephemera pack and leave them for y'all to play with, whoever buys it. And this goes here. It's like, hoping I got everything cut out. It looks like I did. Okay, so I have my 2 pieces. And then I have to still cut these. I didn't have time to cut these will be what you attach your photo to, or whatever you're putting in it. As I'm going to leave it blank. I'm not going to put a photo in there. Because it's going to be like, you know, add your own photo. So, but I want to include this because it'll just make it easier for you to, you know, put the photo in. At least that's the thought process. I have so much glue on my poor little tweezers. I'll try to clean that off a little bit. Let's see if I can. Otherwise, every time I go to pick something up, it's going to stick to it. Get it? Okay, I think I got it. All right. So color-wise, let's see what looks best. So for the purple and the bats, I think I wanted to go with orange, but I might change it. Let me see. I'm just set this. I'm gonna set each one up here so I can decide which color looks best. I thought about putting one color on one side and one color on the other side, but I think it'll look better with the same color. So, and this one, and then the last one is the, what is this one? Ghosties. All right, so we got ghosties. We'll just do that. Is everything on screen? I think so. Of course, it's never going to lay flat. Here, let's see if I can move this over. Not with my fingers. All right, there. Just trying to get it to where I can see what color I like best. All right, so I think I really like the orange there. And then I think I like this here. I debated on the orange or green, but I think orange is better because there's a little bit of orange in his mouth. It's really hard to see, but there really aren't any other colors in that. It's mostly black and purple. If I had had purple, that would have been ideal, but unfortunately I do not. So, and then the green I'll go here. So I think that's what will work best. Right. Because I think originally I was going to do it this way. I could still do it that way. I might like that better. I think it gives a little better contrast than this way. Yeah. All right, we're going to do it this way. It'll still work either way. All right, so, and then I think I'm just going to have the centers be black. That way they'll just all be the same. It'll make this disappear though. I might should do this one orange. Just because it's really going to disappear and be hard to see. Okay, yeah. I'll do these two black. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 black pieces. I have one. So I need 3 more black pieces and then 2 orange pieces. All right, so does that make sense to y'all? Hopefully it's not too confusing. Let's see. Try and find my cardstock. What do I need? I need orange cardstock. And I need probably a whole sheet of black cardstock. I went to Michael's and bought more black cardstock because I just completely ran out. So for this, it does not need to be deckled. I've debated on deckling the top edge. I definitely don't want to deckle the sides because then it'll be difficult to get it in and out. So, but I might deckle the top edge just to look a little bit different. I might do that. So let me go ahead and 2.5, which is 3.5 by 5.25. And let's see, I need, what did I say, 3? So I should be able to get them this way. So 5.25, I can get 2 out of that. 5.5 would be the 11. Yeah, I can get 2. All right, so 3.5, which is 3.5. And I don't want to deckle it, so I don't need to worry about that. I might go just a tiny bit smaller, just in case. Not much. I'm just going to go slightly under 3.5. Just because I think I might run into that being a little too small. 3.5. Just under 3.5. We're talking like maybe a 1/16 under. And I think that will be still wide enough, but not as wide. Let me see where it hits on that pocket. I just have to have room for the tape. I'm going to try to use the, I don't know, I might use glue. I thought about using the thin tape. It's safer probably. I don't know. Glue can ooze out more, you know. But the thin tape, sometimes when you insert stuff in something with tape on it, it'll catch like the edge of the tape. So you have to kind of weigh the pros and cons. I might try and use glue and hope I don't mess it up. I'm just going to try to use a real thin line of glue. So I might go just even a little bit smaller than that because I have, let's see, how much room do I have? It only has to come over this edge just a little bit, just enough to where it stays in there. So I could easily go another 1/16 or so. So we're just going to trim off just a little bit more. So it's going to be more like 3 and 1, 2, we'll say 3 3/8. hard to see because the inches are in the wrong spot. I'm going to do it from the other side, guys, because I can't see that. So 3 3/8. If I can get it straight. It's just a fraction smaller. This will give me an extra one, but that's okay. I'll just keep it. I might put that with my sample and change the size. I'll just write the right size on there so I don't get confused later. So the width is the only part that you gotta think about. So we'll do 3 3/8 on that. You know, I'm just gonna use this top because I can't. 3 3/8. See if I can line it up, kind of, sort of. Pop out, and we don't want that. So my cutter's getting dull. It's starting to, well, it could be that the hole's got dirt in it because I've been using it all day. And then the other side is, here, let me clean that real quick. Otherwise it's just gonna continue to be a pain. Get some of that debris out of there. I have more blades, but I don't feel like grabbing one right now. 5 3/4 is 5.25 is 5 1/4. So 5 1/4 is fine. The length is really flexible because we have a ton of room. It can go in here. But I'm gonna try to make it just to where I think it will hit with the glue. So I'm going 5 1/4. I think that'll be about right once I get the glue on there. And then have it just to here with a little tab of some sort. Could even possibly go a little smaller than that. But this can always be trimmed if I need to. I'm going to decal that anyway, so it'll be shorter than that, so that'll be fine. So we'll do 5 1/4, but then I'm going to decal it and it'll change. Just a tiny bit smaller. Alright, so there's 2. 1/4, 3. We're just going to do all 4 because I'll just save that other one. And 5 1/4. Okay, so this was all the cutting I didn't do. I'm learning to try to have as much cutting done at a time. I'm learning. Let me grab my decal. We'll go ahead and decal those edges. I don't know if it needs deckled, but yeah, it's an added look. I would decal these, but I've already got them too narrow, and I can't go any narrower, so that's why I'm not. So I'm just going to do one edge, just what will, in essential, be the top edge. And I'm just taking a tiny bit off, like not even 1/8. And it's not absolutely necessary, but I think it'll look better if the top edge is deckled. That way, if it shows a little bit, it'll kind of match the background because it's deckled. All right, and then we got to do the orange ones. Oh, I forgot to cut those first. I should have done that first. Right, I'll grab it back out. Got the orange ones. How many do I need? Oh, I only need, oh, I need 2. Okay, I do need 2. So 3 3/8. There. This is already deckled on one side, so I don't have to worry about that. 3 3/8. So cut the side that's not deckled. 5 1/4. Well, do more deckling. So there's one of those, and where's the deckle at? And 5 1/4. All right. now what we need to do is glue them together and see how they work. So we'll just start with whatever page. So this one's going to be orange. These are black and these are black. All right, so we'll just start with, will that stay? Maybe. Start with the purple one. That was supposed to go in the first one. And we'll do this one first. Okay. Is there anything on this? Yeah, there's stuff on it. I'm going to pull it off of here because I think it'll be easier. I could pull them all off, but you know me, I'll lose it if I do. I'm just going to put myself a little note here real quick. This is purple. Lay flatter now. Stay. There. All right, so orange, orange, black, and then decal at the top. Trying to remember the direction. So we're going to try to lay a thin line of glue on here and see if we can do it. Trying to give myself space. So the glue you want to put on here just on the very outside edge. And I'm just going to go with art glitter. I think I can line it up in time. I know art glitter dries fast and all that, but my only other option would be to use my double stick tape, which I do have a really thin one, but like I said, I'm worried about it grabbing because I don't know. Sometimes it does. It doesn't always. But I do have like this really thin one here that's what they call their 1/8 inch, and I know it would work, it might snag. So we're gonna try this. I am gonna put this down though because I want to stay on the very outside edge. So I'm gonna leave this empty, like inside. I'm gonna glue down here because I want to be able to just have that area, I don't know, just so that this can be adjusted. This piece that goes in there can just kind of just fit all the way down to the bottom. Because if I glue anywhere, then I have to think about where I'm stopping and adjust that piece. So it's easier just to stay on the edge. So don't glue your top. That's where it's going to go in. We definitely don't want to glue that. So I'm going to stay right on the edge. And the glue is going to ooze a little bit on the outside, and that's fine. I don't care. Hopefully it won't dry before I get it done. I want hopefully enough glue that it stays attached. So I'm going to try to be generous but not messy. Okay. Try not to pick that up. All right. Grab this. And we're going to try to stick it down. I'm just going to go by the bottom or the top. I'll go by the top. I know I'm just taking off all this glue on my fingers. We'll go by the top. So I think it's about, I think I did it like a 1/4 of an inch. So approximately there. And then grab my little rag and just hopefully squeeze all that glue toward the outside. So don't run it like pushing it in, because that is more likely to squeeze the glue in. Just push toward the outside and you're less likely to ooze the glue to the inside, and keep it nice and narrow. And once you do it the first time, you don't really have to worry about it anymore. And hopefully that'll seal down good. I'm going to give it a minute probably, but I do want to check my size of my card to make sure it goes in here still. can. Yeah, it feels like it's going to go. All right, so hopefully that'll work. I'm going to let that dry, and we'll do the other one. Now, these dies do have a front and a back on mine. It says trying to reconnect. There it goes. Okay, when you cut the die, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Let's see if I can get it to show. Not on the black. Let me grab the orange one or green one. Let's see. Okay. So, can you see this outline? There's like an outline where the die presses down, and it makes like this little outline around the cut. I consider that my front, and that way this is my back. It doesn't have that outline, and it looks more indented in correctly on this side. So that's what I always consider to be the front. I'm sure it technically is the front, but you might not think about it. So I always try to make sure that I have that side to the right side. There's a little bit of a like a rough edge on the back. I don't know how to explain it, but it is a little bit rougher. So just keeping my glue as close to the edge as I can. Remember not to do your top. You can see me forgetting and then rushing to wipe it off. I'm trying not to run the card through the glue on my glue board here. All right. And then this goes on here. Do it the same way. It's hard to do and not touch the glue, so it is what it is. I'm touching it. I think it's about there. Don't ooze your glue anywhere until you're ready. So, I ooze my glue toward the outside, and then toward the outside. Looks a little crooked. It's probably not me that's making it crooked. Honestly, it's the decaler. That decal is very crooked. I don't know why, but it is. If you want it to be straight, you have to like flip it or something. But the edge on this, the cut on here is narrower up here and wider down here. So no matter how hard I try, it's never perfectly straight. It just isn't. All right, so those are glued. We'll start with this one that we did earlier, and we're just gonna see how this looks in there. So I've got my decal edge on the top, and I'm gonna figure out a tab. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use, but I wanted it to kind of see it in there as much as I can, so it kind of disappears. But I am going to put a little pull tab of some sort. So let's see what we have that we can use for a pull tab. Put this lid back on for a second. Yeah, there is like a front and back, right, Deborah? I'm pretty sure there is. It definitely indents inward. I've noticed that. Okay, so tab. I don't have this particular set. Didn't really give me any like small circles. The digital I bought. Usually I end up with some sort of small circles either on, a page or something. But this one didn't really give me any, so I'm just going to try to cut some out of something. I just got to decide what color I want to go with. It's like I'd like to go with maybe contrasting, but I'd rather it be a design, like kind of cute. So I'm trying to see if I have anything that I can take from something. I'm going to grab one of my paper pads and see if there's a particular one I can use. There's some little pumpkins. There's some eyes. And see something that I can cut in, you know, like a circle or something. So I've got these little eyes. That could be kind of cute. I think the contrast would be okay. The skulls are a little big. The skeletons are a little too tall. But the eyes might work. I don't really want the pink pumpkins. And this orange isn't a flattering orange. Spooky, wouldn't show enough of the word. Let's try the eyes and see how that looks. I think it'll look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut like a circle. Just got to decide what size. So I've got, this is what, 3/4? 3/4, and then I have half, or 1. I have a 1. I think we'll go with probably the 1 inch. So if I cut these, it's on the skeletons. It'll have the skeletons on the back. And then have like a pull with the little eyeballs. That should be cute, right? I think it'll match all of them okay. This one we have green and black and the little ghosties. That should be okay there. And then the other one is the pumpkins. I think it'll blend okay with all of them. I could try to find something else, but honestly, I just don't know that I have anything else. I think this will work. Let's do this. So I'm just going to cut out some circles to make a little pull. I'm debating if I want to double them. I might. If I double it, I can put it on each side of the paper, but that also makes it maybe harder to get in. Whereas if I just have it on the front, say, let's see, have it on the front, because you already got to contend with that. I think if I have it only on the front, it'll probably go in and out easier. So maybe like halfway should be safe. I just want to see if it's going to show on the inside. I don't want it to show on the inside. So not quite halfway, because half might be pushing it to show an inside that frame. So we'll go like 1/4 of the way, or 1/3. Let's try it, see if it works. We'll try it just on the front. If it feels like it's not going to be secure enough, I'll put one on the back too. That was my only thought, is it might not be secure enough. So I'm just going to try to have the eyeballs straight. So a little bit on the bottom. I don't know how much that is. Probably about 1/3. And I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to eyeball it. Eyeball it. Haha. I made a pun. Does it look centered? No, not quite. Almost. Close. All right. I'll try not to glue it to my table. All right, let's see what one side does. If it's enough. Make sure there's no sticky glue anywhere. I may end up putting both. I'm just more worried that it'll fall off over time with only one. So when you put it in, it's going to catch here and stop, so you just have to kind of lift it just slightly. Let's see. So the size and the position is about right. I like that okay. I am going to put 2 though. It feels too flimsy with only one. You know, it's decent cardstock paper, but it's still a little flimsy. So we'll go ahead and put 2. So I'm just going to sandwich it. And I don't think it'll snag that much. So sandwich it onto this. Try and line it up. All right, so that should be good. do the other one. I can go ahead and cut all of these out. So how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4 per page. So 8, 16. So 2 more for this one. 1, 2, 3, 2 for this one. Four for the other one. 2. I could just go around the edge, I guess, but I might use this for something else, so just stay on this side. How many do I need? 1 more? All right. So we'll save these. I think I got enough. Put these up here for the others. And we'll put these on. You can kind of look at them and see if, you like the eyes on one more than the other. I don't think it's going to matter, but it's challenging because, oops, that's too far. Here, we'll do that one second. I went way too far. It's hard to tell where the straight is because the skeleton is definitely, his is all different directions, whereas the eyes are only one direction. So about there. Try to make sure it's about the same, not quite that deep. I think that looks about right. And it doesn't really matter if this one's straight or not. It's not going to be seen, although technically it is reversible. So if you wanted to put 2 pictures on there and have it reversible, you could. It would be a possibility. All right, so there's that. And then we'll glue it to the page. And then we'll decorate the bottoms with something. So let's see if we can go ahead and stick these inside. So I'll probably, I don't know if I want to write on here or not, something like place photo here, maybe. I don't have a, I'm 90% sure I don't have a stamp that says place photo here, but maybe I do. Okay, I got that in there really crooked. You gotta keep it straight. There. All right, so there's that one. And here's this one. Try to keep it straight. Get under there. Me with no fingernails. Okay. There's that. And then I think I want them, the signature's middle is right there, but this is the center, so I don't have to worry about it really pinching inside the inside of the signature. So as long as it's not right on the line, it's okay. So I think I want them slightly angled. I think that'll look just a little better. So I'm going to try to angle it and not go over. So I think about there. And then about, I'll do one at a time and try to make them the same distance if I can. And I'm not going to make a pocket or anything. I could put them completely straight and have a pocket. Does it need another pocket? Not really. And it'll just hold better, I think, if I glue it down. So I'm not going to do that. I just got to watch I don't glue that guy. So I'll just stay inside there, not go too close there. So we're just going to glue the whole thing down. I think it'll secure it better, and we don't really need another pocket. All right, I think that's good. So let's see if I can do this. You get basically one shot, so I'm going to try to angle it just as much as it will allow me. Oh, right there. Okay, so there's one. I didn't ink these. I don't think they need inked. It's a very clean cut kind of look. So I really didn't feel the need to grunge it up. It's not going to show on like the black cardstock really anyway, so. Okay, try to get these approximately the same. About 1/8 of an inch from the inside signature line, and then maybe only a 1/16 on this side. Okay, so there's that. And then like I said, it's reversible technically. You could, you could probably squeeze 2 things in there if you really needed to and have it reversible. If you didn't have a photo, you could always put a picture on one side and have hidden journaling on the other side. That's a possibility too. So technically it could be a hidden journaling spot. Even with a photo, technically. Sorry, I don't have fingernails, so. All right, cute. I think that'll be cute. All right, so there's that one. Let's put that one back in its spot. And go to the next one. Okay, so, and I'll decide the decorating, I think, at the end. I think I have time now that we've kind of talked our way through the process. And I'm just doing these one at a time. I'm not going to need that. Well, I do need it just to keep the space there. What did I have on there? Oh, it was just a label. We'll make that later. Anything on there? No. At least these are easy to tell if I'm in the right direction. So we've got a base, and this, and then this needs tabs. All right, so we'll go ahead and do our tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do the skeletons if I wanted, but the problem is you don't see much of it because it's kind of just like some of these you only get a body, so it's probably not the best idea. That's why I went with the eyeballs. Yeah, if I really concentrated and tried to get a whole skeleton in there, maybe I could do the skeletons. I don't know if I could get a whole one out of that punch. Just barely. I might could. Chops off his legs. Yeah, there's only like a few on here that I could get a whole one. So I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna keep the eyeballs. It's too much to think about. So let's see. We like this one, sure. Got my decollage on the top. Try and get it somewhat centered. You could use your grid, I guess. Might be the easy way to do it, right? If you really want to be picky about it. I'm keeping it on the top just because in case it's reversed. All right. Sure, no oozy glue anywhere. All right, one down. Which one do I like better? Sad eyes or surprised eyes? This one looks like he's looking at the picture. All right, let's see. There. Oh, it's because I had it upside down, and when you put it the other way, it's like surprised eyes. Isn't that funny? So you can really go either way. We'll do these eyes. Just line it up. Push everything down. No ooze. Okay. Alright, there we go. Let's glue this down. So I know this is kind of repetitive. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward. Not really much I can do about that. It's live, so. Now, if you wanted the word part to be at the top, you could do that. I'm going to keep them all at the bottom. I think aesthetically it just looks a little better to me. So that's my reasoning. Am I on the right side? I think I was, but then I turned it. Yeah, I'm on the right side. I didn't put the cardboard down. It's all right. I'll just wipe it off. Just trying to be careful and not lay it in it when I'm turning it, because then I'll get the glue all over the front. All right. And just push to the outside first, and then I'll just wipe off the excess. It mostly disappears pretty good, this art glitter. If any shows, you can use one of those little erasers that take off glue to get the rest of it off, but it's usually not too bad. There's that one, this one, right side, okay, right side. The biggest part is just trying to remember to stay to the outside edge. So we can still get the card in there. So I think this is cute. I don't know what I'm going to decorate it with. I'll have to figure that out. I think it'll be cute though. Let's see if I can get this one in the right spot this time. It was a little bit off last time. Closer. I feel like I touched my glue right there. Hopefully it didn't go too far. It's a little bit risky. You oozing it into the inside, but just try not to. Trying to be careful. All right, let's make sure this one fits. It should be dry. Get in there. So I knew it was going to snag. Okay, that's good. And where's the other one? Let's see. Does that feel dry? See how crooked it is? And it's just the outside card. I know it's crooked. I could straighten it, but I don't think it's honestly going to show that much because the black is not going to be that visible. I'm trying to make sure it's not hitting any wet glue as I'm doing this. Normally I would wait for it to totally dry, so I will probably just give them a little pull a couple of times just to make sure that they didn't glue down on me. Okay, so these will go like this. Lay flat. Come on, glue. Too hard for me to squeeze. And these bottles are relatively soft. So it's just me. I'm really hoping I don't get arthritis as I get older. Between the tendonitis, if I got arthritis too, oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to stay about 1/8 of an inch from the inside there, and then it's about 1/16 from the outside. That's just a decent angle on there. I have to keep this really full so it's easier to squeeze. The fuller the bottle is, the less pressure you have to use. What shall we decorate this with? I do not know. Okay. Sure everything still works. Yep, everything's still moving. Okay, good. So there's that one. Not really purple anymore. And what time is it? All right, we're fine. I'll have time to decorate them. That's what I was worried about. Would I have time to decorate all three? I think I will. Now, the other journal does not have one of these. Will I put one maybe just on a, it won't be on the center page because the center page in that one's already decorated. I may use just one somewhere, just so it has one at least. But it won't have, you know, this center spread like this because it's already got its own center spread. I've glue so much. Let me get this glue off my fingers. It's really building up. It's because when I touch it to line it up, I have to touch the back. All right, eyeballs. guys. I don't know why. I'm always tired. I do know why. My restless legs, even with my meds, rarely let me sleep a full night. I feel lucky if I get 4 to 5 hours. Alright. That's good. Last one of these. We're almost done. At least with this part. I like that one. Oh, I like this one better. Like I said, I don't really guess it matters because it is reversible, but. And line this up. About there. Mm-hmm. All right, got those. Oh, it's storming again. I went out earlier and I went to go to the grocery store and I was going to get my prescription and stuff, and it wasn't ready, and she's like, it'll be an hour. I was like, oh great, an hour. So I decided to go kill some time over at Michael's, which was in the same shopping center. And so I go to Michael's. I'm in there and I'm just kind of looking around because I'm not really planning on buying anything, and it starts pouring. And I don't, sounds like the roof is going to fall in rain. I was like, oh, great. So I had to leave in the rain to go get my prescription, and I was soaked from head to toe. I wasn't going to take a shower and wash my hair or anything before my live, but I had to because I was drenched. I was like, oh, great. So I had a rain bath. I did get to see a pretty rainbow after, but it was a nice rainbow after the storm. All right, push toward the outside. Sure that fits. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I'm trying to let it dry before I put that in there. Okay. So yeah, that was fun. Nothing like getting rained on. Honestly, I don't mind that much. At least it wasn't lightning real bad. There was only a tiny bit of lightning. So I didn't feel, in danger. It was just wet. This lightning scares me. I don't like running out to my car in lightning. I'll have a heart attack before I get there. All right. Okay. It feels hot in here. Can't tell if it's me or it's really hot. still been warm outside here. Like still in, not warm, but like in the high 70s. Warm enough. All right, this one's dry. I don't know about the other one. All right, good fits. I'd rather you dry a little bit longer. But let's see if we can get it in there. It seems to be staying a decent width away from the glue. Like I still have like almost 1/8 of an inch from the glue, which is good. I'd prefer that. All right, there. And then our page. Grab a little pumpkins. What's on there? Oh, it's the paper clip. Paper clips everywhere. Nothing there. Don't need them both. Put that back in there. Alright. And we'll glue this one down. So for decorating, I'm going to look through the stickers, and I could leave it for writing, but I don't know. I think I want to decorate it because you can. I might leave just a little area for writing. Maybe I could decorate like this one side or something. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is anybody actually watching? Sometimes y'all are on, but you're not like really watching. You're like sleeping and stuff. I don't know if anybody's actually watching. What do you think? Should I decorate the little rectangular spot at the base or not? It's about 1/8 of an inch there. Turn to about 1/16 at the top. You're here, Bonnie? Good. Somebody's watching me. Yay. I never know on these lives. Half the time I'm watching lives or even just YouTube videos, I'm sleeping. It's like I'll half watch it and I'll have to replay it and watch it again because I slept through half of it. Because I gotta grab my sleep wherever I can. And if you're like me, listening to somebody talk with a relatively monotone voice like I have, you just fall asleep. It's just one of those things. I watch, I think it's Queen City Minis or something. She does like miniatures. I watch her. It's either her or Bentley House, and I can never remember who it is. But one of them has like an 8-hour video of all their little miniatures, and her talking always puts me to sleep. And she literally started putting on like the title for sleeping too, because so many people will sleep to it. And it does. It just talks me to sleep. And I love this, you know, I love her content. It's not that. It's just, I need my sleep. So I don't get offended if y'all fall asleep. Decorate it. You're warm there too. 78 tomorrow and all next week. Yeah. See, that's warm for, I don't know. I guess September in some places is like supposedly the hottest month of the year, but for us, we're starting to cool off. Usually at least by Halloween, it's cold. Not crazy cold, but cold. All right, so there's that. So let's see what we can decorate these guys with. So I'm just going to pull out, I think I'll pull out all the individual pages because it'll just make it easier. So let's go ahead and throw my little tabs in there. Do I have enough of these? Probably not. I've been using them a lot lately. I got sticky notes, that'll work. All right, so this is pumpkins. I don't want to use that. Where's my pencil? Pumpkin. I just want to get them out of the way. And then we've got this one, which is, I'm pretty sure most of them don't have much on the back. There's one that did. And then the last one is Batty Bats. This one has something on it. Let's get this one. those out of the way. Put our lid on the glue temporarily. Okay, so we have this, and this. And we need to see what we have to decorate with. Alright, I know I have a bunch of stickers and things of that sort. Stickers. A couple of these, but I don't know that these designs would be good. I don't think anything in here's... One, it's not small enough, so none of those. I've got a whole thing of stickers floating around here somewhere. Potions, those are too big. Also not cutesy. Probably need the Echo Park. Hopefully there's some in there. We'll see. Where's my Echo Park sticker sheet? Oh, there it is. I see it. It's across the room. I have some cute little skull stickers. What else do we got? Sorry, I know I'm off camera. I'm running around my room finding stuff. It's a little thick, but I think it'd be okay for a center signature. Alright, get back over. Okay. So we have this left. We have these. Spider. These are thick, they're wood. I was thinking about using that spider on that one page, but I don't know. It's a little thick. Got these little boo bats. I think they're going to be too thick. Yeah, they're pretty thick. I could just glue them and they won't be as thick. Take the little foam off. It's kind of cute. I might do that. Maybe just glue it straight down. All right, we'll keep that out. I might use that on the ghosty ghost. The bats are just plain. They're not colored. Although I did color some purple. I colored these purple. I put Tim Holtz rock candy glitter, and I dyed it with some alcohol ink purple. I was trying to get, you know, something that looked like the one they had, but their glitter is much shinier. But still cute. Could do a batty bat there. Maybe. The other one's a spider. We don't want a spider. Alright, what's in here? These are pretty creepy too, so not to those. No. Skulls, probably not. They're just going to blend in with most of it anyway. And then we have these stickers. So, let's see. I think I like the idea of using one of these. And then it's like all pumpkin stuff. Got a couple little pumpkins on here. They're probably, well, they have a white outline, so they'll show up. Boo to you, eat, drink, and be scary. Happy Halloween, Boo Witch. I could cut this apart. Do another Boo. Maybe just Happy Halloween, Boo. And then it would have another Boo. Or I could just have one room for writing. Some bats. I think I'll do a pumpkin on here. Let's see if I can peel it off and not stick it yet. Just want to see what it looks like. I think it'll look good. Yeah, that'll look good. So I'll do that. I'm just going to stick it up here for a second. And then I feel like it needs a word with it or something. Potion bottles with bats. I could do a couple of bats. I don't know if I could put some of these little flowers maybe around. That might be good. There's even teeny tiny bats on here. A couple anyway. Kitty cat. Candies. All right. So, do I keep it off to the side or decorate down the middle? I think I want this on the side. Maybe it's just like here. And this one can go on the outside here. It could even overlap. That's fine. I want the goats to show, so I'm going to put it on the green. And then the pumpkin I'll put here. And then maybe I should just do that. I don't know. I don't want to do it and then decide because it won't fit. I have beautiful. I don't have a lot of words on here. I don't think I have any more words anywhere that would work. So maybe not. So I don't think there's any in here that will work. Let's see. I think these are mostly large. A couple of like these little pictures with the kids on them. Not my favorite thing. You wouldn't be able to write on it. It's cute, but you wouldn't be able to write on it. I'm going to make it a little smaller, but we're not worried about writing on it. Could make that a little bit smaller around the edges and then put the pumpkin on there. Yeah, kind of like that. I might do that. I don't care about the kids. The kids are, I don't know. They're a little too cute. What's up, pumpkin for the pumpkin? If I did that, maybe cut out the orange part and then put this one on the edge. That's kind of cute. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna layer that somehow. So I'm gonna put it there. This one has Boo with a ghost. And then let's see if there's anything in here. No. Debating if I want to have another color. Trick or treat. Kind of like that purple section there. I don't know what I'll do on the other side, but I think I like that. I just gotta cut it out. Where's my cutter? Where'd it go? Cutter. There you are. I really buried it. You've seen it snow on Halloween? I have not seen it snow. I've seen it be really freezing, but not snow. But mostly lived in warm climates, so. I'm sure Dave did. He grew up in New York, so he probably saw it snow on Halloween too. A little bit smaller. Alright, so that can go there, like that. And then, I think I like the What's Up pumpkin there. Maybe not this one, it's a little big. I'm trying to see if there's any pieces in some of these I can just, take parts of it. Trick or treat. Spiderweb, not really. Some batty bats there. I'm trying to decide. I'm probably off camera. No, am I? No, looks like I'm on camera. Let me scooch it just a tiny bit this way. I was debating on what else I could put here. I might could do something with this little piece. Maybe. All right, what else we got? We have Spooky Night of Fright Halloween Party. Spooky Night of Fright Halloween Party. I could do that without the kids. Do you guys like the kids? I'm curious. Am I the only one that doesn't like the kids? I don't know why. It's not appealing to me. And honestly, I don't know what I was thinking about when I bought this set. There are parts of it I like, but I'm not crazy about the kids. So I haven't been using a whole lot of the kids in it. There's some potion bottles and stuff. Could possibly fussy cut one or two. I have some fussy cut already. I'll have to see if I have anything that'll fix. I was going to do some charms. Ooh, I have a woohoo. It's orange. Oh, super crazy. Maybe I'll just do the boo. There'll be 2 boos though. Are you sticking already? Don't stick. I don't want you to stick yet. Let me pull this off before it accidentally sticks. It's got a little foam thingy on there, which I'm not going to use. You get off there. Right, there. Now I've got glitter everywhere. What do you think? Happy Halloween? Boo? I'm not sure. It's not calling to me. I'm running out of options here. No. Trick or treat, spider webs. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else. Alright, so maybe not that because I just don't know how I'm going to use it. Could possibly just put that there. The orange goes. It doesn't match the bats, but does it have to? Not necessarily. Debating if I can. No, it just doesn't look good anyway. Halloween. All right. I don't know if I want a background there. I like the background on the pumpkin we're going to do there. Now, some of these that I'm not going to use do have some cute. Let me see if I have some more scrap paper. I like this kitty cat. There is a ghost there. Maybe I could do that. It's better than the word. I don't necessarily want the word. And then I think I'll try to find a contrasty paper. I'll use that somehow. So this is the only one. I guess I could use that. It's not terrible. I might use that. Let me find, I've got scraps of this that I didn't use, so let me grab that and see if I can cut scraps. That is, what time is it? Oh, we're okay. I wasn't watching the clock. It's like, oh, am I okay? I am. I've cut these, I fussy cut all these potion bottles to do charms with, and I haven't fixed them up yet. But I do have several fussy cuts. Just don't really have a lot of potion bottles. Pumpkin. No, not really. There's no potion bottles. There's only a couple on here. Mike could cut that one out, maybe. A bunch of candy corn. I thought about using a candy corn in a shaker card, but I didn't get around to making a shaker card either. There's always so many ideas, guys. I have some of these spider webs left. Might embellish an edge with that, maybe. All right, I was looking for paper. I'm getting distracted. I have some orange plaid. What else do you have? I have candy corn. It's not as good as the orange plaid. I have... What else do I have? Sorry, I'm digging. I know I'm off camera, but it's no way to put this big old box over there. That's on the other side of the batty bats. Oh, that's a crazy stripe, which I don't think I want to use. No, too crazy. Too crazy. All right, let's see. Orange plaid. I've got some little bit of purple. I have some purple spiderweb. Purple spiderweb's not bad. What would it look like behind Ghosty? That might be cute. Alright, I might do purple spiderweb. Maybe... purple spiderweb or orange plaid? No, definitely not orange plaid there. What if I did purple spiderweb on this? This is still almost too big for everything, honestly. Do I like it? I don't know. Might change it up. Any other papers? Pumpkins. I think we're almost out of my background papers that are left. Nope. That might be it. I think that is it. Oh, there is orange plaid on the other side of this. So our choice would be the purple spiderweb with the ghost, orange plaid with the ghost, or orange plaid. Honestly, I think the purple spiderweb looks better. I like the orange plaid, but I just don't know that I like the way it looks. I kind of like that better. Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to leave a little show on the edge because it just works better. See if I can cut this straight. What do you think? Kind of sort of straight? Too small, too big. We'll move it over just a fraction. I think I like this. Alright, I'm going to have to cut off a little bit more though. It's just too big. See if we can get it to fit. That'll work. Okay, so I'll do that there. And then let's see how I can incorporate this. Oh, we have the other side of this too, and the other side of this too. Oh my gosh. I'm only seeing one full page spread here. All right, let's just do what we've got and go from there. I'm gonna cut this potion bottle out. I don't know, maybe I'll use it. It's a little bit, I don't know if it's too big or not, or too small. I'm cutting with my huge scissors. Not the best idea. Yeah. Tend not to do that. Too tiny. I don't even know if this is going to look right, but I'm going to cut it out anyway. Let's see if it looks okay. I cannot hold that. I'm trying to get all the white so I don't have to ink it. Pieces everywhere. Alright, a little potion bottle. That might work. Batty Bat, or maybe on one of the others, but I think it's cute. We'll use it somewhere. And then, do I have another potion bottle I could get away with? I could get away with this one. Even that bat one's not bad. They're a little small, but I think they'll be okay. Sorry about the fussy cutting. If you're watching the rewind, fast forward. I try not to fussy cut too much on live. You know. You know how that goes. Bottle. Trying to keep his little shape to his top. Little bottle. Tweezers. Now that I dropped it, I can't pick it up. All right, so because we still have this and we still have this, so we're not seeing everything. I am going to use this little ghosty ghost somehow. I don't think I'm going to use the boo with them. So I'm going to cut that off. I think. Keep the boo. Yeah, see, the boo's too big. We're not going to use the boo. So we're going to cut this off. We'll lose one spider, but that's okay. And then cut most of this frame off because it's not all the way around, so it's not going to make sense. Sorry, I'm probably off camera, but I'm trying not to get the drop on my project. Boo, maybe on the other side with that spider web wherever it went. Maybe somehow. It needs a background. It needs like white or something. I'll figure that out. I don't want the skull. I could put the boo over on the other side, or maybe just this part. There's no green in it, which I don't like. I need it to have a little bit of green. Anything else I can use? No. Maybe I'll use Keep It Real. Because it's got some green in it. I might do this on this other side with some sort of a background. So the green could have... What do we got? No. Maybe. It's got green. This has all the colors. These little ghosts have all the colors. Because it's got purple and orange and green and black and white. I might do more spider web. I kind of like it with the spider web. So maybe that on the other side with the spider web in the background or something. I think that'll work. All right, and then maybe one more of these potion bottles in case we want to put that somewhere. Only got one left that fits. This top one's a little too skinny. I am not trying to fussy cut that thing out. I will do this one. We'll just chop that one off. Get out of the way. I'm not keeping, it's got like these little tiny grooves right there. I'm not keeping those. I'm just going straight. Because a lot of times if you're fussy cutting, it's better just to, I'm off camera again. It's better just to go straight on those sections instead of trying to fight with the, all those little returns. This piece is very small. All right. There. Potion bottle. All right. Let's start gluing. What time is it? We got 25 minutes, so we're running out of time. If I don't get to them all, I'll do them off camera, but let me take off this foam thingy. So we need that. It's going to be a little thick, but it's the center page, so it'll be fine. It's not super thick. It's like a 1/16 of an inch. So I know this is going to go here with, what did I say behind it? The ghosty ghost? Yeah, the ghosty ghost. Should I do more purple? No. Let's do something else. Orange, maybe? No. Yes, maybe. White. Do I have a piece of white floating around? I'm trying to find colors here. My scraps. What do you got? I have some fabric. It's also orange. This is for the bat. I don't remember what was going there. Was it the bat? Was it the creep that reel? Or was that here? I think that was here. Should we put that with the bat? This purple is not as bright as I would have liked, but I think it's okay. I might put that there. See, do you think I don't know if I can tear this because I think it's on the salvage edge, so I don't think it'll tear. Batty bat. Try and see where he'd look good. Maybe. What do y'all think? Maybe. I'd tear it if I could, but I can't. It's a scrap with some... I'm just trying to get it straight. At least somewhat straight. Alright, so put that there. Put a little batty bat on the kind of corner of it, maybe. Maybe, and then, did I have a word for that? I don't know if I did or not. I think we were still looking. This needs a backing. Something that'll go with this. I'm leaning toward white, but I gotta find a piece of white. Scrap. There's some watercolor paper. That's too thick. Alright, I've got some. I just gotta grab it. Oh. So, what's that? I don't know what that is. There is a piece of white with some piggies on it. I don't need piggies, but I just want this white piece. I just want to see what this looks. Whoa! Don't take off. Let's see what that looks like if I just stick it with a white edge, and then maybe the spider web behind it. I don't know if it's going to look with the purple. I don't think it does. So I think I'll put this maybe on the other side because it just doesn't look good with the purple. But I want to use that purple ghost, so I think I'll use this with the bat, the boo ghost. So we'll use this with the boo. Oh, that's a lot of. I'll have to cut it shorter. That's fine. We won't have the edge. I'll round it. If I can find my rounder. I found it. It's taking too long. That was a lot of deciding. A lot more deciding than I thought. Alright. That. How big is that? I just want our little ghost to show. Okay. Let's do that. I'm not going to round that. I'm not going to ink. I just got to get some stuff glued down. Taking too long. Alright, glue this. Sorry if I'm off camera. I don't know if I am or not. I got to get this side done so I can see the other side. My little spider's coming up. I know it's not a ghost, but that's okay. The color matches. It's fine. It is fine. And we'll put this little ghost down. This should hold okay. Art glitter will glue wood. It just might take a second to take hold. This one is a little, got lots of ooze. Do I have a toothpick? Good question. Probably not. I've got that little pointy tool though. I'll use that. It's just, there's a lot of glue ooze. Try to get some of it off. It'll dry clear, but I don't want all of that. It's coming through his mouth. He's spewing glue everywhere. Oh no. What are you doing, little ghosty? Alright, there. That'll be fine. Make sure I didn't glue that. I got really close there. Let's just make sure. No, we didn't glue it. Okay, good. Okay. This needs trim just a little bit more. Not a lot. A little bit more. Let's see. I had a big pumpkin I was going to put on here too. I may cover up the little pumpkin or something. Let me see. If I do that, it's got a bad edge. Let me see if I can get it off. I don't know if I can. No. Can't do it that way. It's just, it's got the next design, whatever it was, on it. I didn't cut it out very well when I first did it. There. All right. So if I do this, and then this other pumpkin, I'm trying to see if I can cover up the little one. Yeah, I can. Okay. So we'll just glue this straight on. That'll be fine. Get that out of the way. Is it narrow enough? Oh, no, it's not narrow enough. It needs to be a tiny bit narrower. I'm going to use this side. Looks crooked on that side. About yay narrow. That should be enough. Let's see. Yep, that'll be fine. Round it? Sure, why not? Round it. Round it. I'm rounding off camera because I don't want the mess on my project. Okay. And we will glue our little What's Up pumpkin down. If I can hold on to it. I hope I can get this put together. I got 15 minutes, guys. I'm hoping my water is still on. They sent a notice saying that we're going to turn off the water tonight. Well, it said may. You may lose water or water pressure from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And unfortunately, that is my up hours. I'm like, oh, wonderful. How am I going to cook and clean and all that without water? Yeah. So, hoping I have water. I poured water in a whole bunch of containers, so I at least have some to flush the toilets and all that stuff. Okay, What's Up pumpkin. Then we're going to put this very sticky sticker on there. Cover up the little one because this one just looks better. And, sorry guys, we're gluing you down. All right, What's Up pumpkin? That'll be cute. Okay, there's that one. That one's down. Let's do this one. I don't know if I like the orange. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. What do y'all like it? I can't decide. I don't like that one. Candy corn's too busy. I guess I like the fabric. Of the choices, I think I like the fabric. And then maybe just a couple of potion bottles or something. The purple's going to blend in too much, isn't it? Maybe it would be better with something different. I'm just throwing some stuff on here. Maybe. I wish I could fray it. Do I have more of this? I really want to fray it. Do I have some lace? No, not really. Not in that color. All right, where's my material? Where is it? Where are you? In here. The black, purple. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, there we go. I don't know how well this frays. It's that cover material, and it's very... I forgot to add the purple ones too. See, that purple bat would just disappear on that, so... It is cool, but it would disappear. I also have this black and white one. What does that look like? With the potions? Ooh, it might look better. Better than the orange. It might. I'm gonna run out of time. I may be doing some of these off camera and showing you. This is a nice big piece, but it's not big enough for a whole journal, so no biggie. All right, so let's see if we can tear this about here, maybe. And I guess it matters. Should I go all the way over? That goes there. I think that would be cute. All right, I'll fray this edge too as best we can. I just want it nice and, I want it a little more raggedy than it was with the other one. I think this will be better. Get some of these edges all frayed. Yeah, that'd be better. All right, so glue that on with, probably Fabri-Tac. Probably so. Let's see, I'm just gonna try to guesstimate where this hits. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfectly glued. Okay. A little batty bat. Is that sticking? Yeah, it sticks fine. Batty bat. We don't want it over the inside, so I'll put it. You can put it over the edge, but I can't put it over because nothing there. We need that spot to stay loose. All right, put that there. Decide where these look good. Okay, something like this, something like this. I still have that third one. I want a different color. Where's those charms I made? Charms. Where did I put the bag of it? I don't know. Goodness gracious. I was going to use some, the spider webs for the other page. charms. Where'd they go? Buried them. I don't know. They were right here, but now they're not. They're not on the floor. Not on the floor. I don't know where I put them. How do you lose stuff? I don't know, but I'm really good at it. Stickers. I don't see it. What? I'm losing my mind, guys. I don't know where I put my charms. Y'all saw I just had them. I literally just had them. How do you lose this stuff? Stickers. Nope. Not there. There they are. I found them. Buried. Alright. I want something to add there because it's not enough. I need something else. We have a spider web. No, maybe no. I don't know. What else is in here? Pumpkins. More spider webs. Pumpkins. Candy corn. Pumpkin's so big. I'm surprised I didn't cut out more potion bottles. It's like a little coffin kind of thingy. I'm just trying to fill in this. I need a third. Maybe the spider web. What do you think? Is it too much? Too bright? I've got a black one. Black spider web? No. Maybe the white one. I don't know. What else do you got? I got candy. I don't know whether that fits, but candy ticket. Looks like an orange candy ticket. This candy bar. I don't like the orange. Not that orange anyway. Work for me. I think the spider web's best, but I know it's kind of standing out white, but I think it's best. I just don't see anything else that I like. So, put my charms back in there. So the idea is to throw some glossy accents on these and do something with them. Oh, it's a spider. It's a little green spider. I'll put the little green spider there. It's better than the spider web, I think. I'll just put the little green spider. Spider web, that white really stands out a little more than I want. Let's just do that. Okay, that's on. Let's get this one on. I'm running out of time. I ran out of time. Something like that. And something like that. Mr. Spider. There you go. Alright, that's good enough. And then let's glue these down. Oh, we need to round these. Round that. Round that. Rounding. Which way? That way. I'm going to try to at least finish these ones up that we started, and then I'll do whatever's left off camera, and I'll show it to you guys next time, because I can't go too much after 11. I have to take meds and stuff. Okay, there's that. So one is completely done, the others are not. I'll do the spider web one too, but that's it. I'll have to figure out what to do for that last spot. I don't know if anything else is going here. I don't think so. They're cute, right? I think they're cute. All right, so we were going to do, I think, this with that spider web and this spider stuff somehow. Put this on the white first, I guess. Just a little, just enough to... It looks really crooked. I don't care. It'll have to do. Sorry, I'm just going to cut this out as best I can with scissors. That should be good enough. I'm not sure how it's going to work. We'll figure it out as we go. Figure it out, even if it's a little bit crooked. It's not super crooked, but it is a little bit crooked. Alright, so that, where's my spider web? Some spider web. Do we want a spider on it? It's okay if some overlaps as long as I don't glue it. Let's see. Figure out where I can do this. Cut this thing off. I'm cutting these little edges so that basically I'm just cutting off the tips. So I figure out how to glue it on here. I may or may not have it overlap. I don't know if I want to. Maybe just something like that. That might work okay. And then, did I have anything else for this? Why do I feel like I did? Where did I go? I can't remember now. Trick or treat. I don't think I had anything else. I don't see nothing else. Alright, maybe I'll make it centered then, if I'm not going to put anything else. I'm debating if I want the spider. Which one of these spider webs looks best? I can't fit all three, really. Debating if I want off center, not off center. Kind of looks a little better off center. I'll just cover up that spider because it's not. I can't get it to fit where I want it to. I don't like that spot. I could just add another piece or something. Where's my little scissors? Do this here. Where did I just drop that? I know I'm cutting this off to the edge, but it's very messy, so bear with me. All I'm doing is taking the tips off until I get the shape I want. And then I can just attach it. Like, maybe like that. Yeah, that'll be okay. All right. This is going to be fun. Let's see if I can get this glue to kind of go on here without making a horrible mess, because this is very fine. It's definitely going to ooze like crazy, but dropping it. All right, I don't know where you were, but we're just going to stick you over here somewhere, just to blend in. And then this one, somewhere in here. And then I'm going to put the card over the top of it. I really need this like on a paper plate or something, but I don't have time to do that, so we're just going for it. Normally I would like dip it in a puddle. It's easier. Try to get most of these edges. Come on. Hope my alarm doesn't go off. Okay, good enough. Good enough. No idea which way that was. Was it this way? No, I think it was this way. Alright, we're just going to stick it in here. Not on that. So keep it off the middle. Not on the middle. A little drop there, although the card might hit it. It might not. Alright. There's that. Hold on. Got a piece of something. Alright, and then this is just going to go in the middle there. That way we've got some ghosty ghost, because I didn't want it to just be spiderweb on our ghosty ghost page. And we'll go about there. Make sure it gets attached. Okay. Seems okay. Seems like we're sticking. We didn't stick to this, right? Nope. We're good. Okay. Alright. There. I think. We're only missing one, I think. And then I'll think about the other journal if I'm going to do something. I think I will, but I don't know what. So let me see if we can get this back together. Get my pen up. I didn't use that one potion bottle, but I don't think I needed it. I might use it on the other one. We'll put it over here. Yuck. I didn't use much of these. I was going to put these up here, wasn't I? I'll do it off camera, but what I'm going to do is just take, because I have a lot of blank area up there, and I've got all these cute little stickers. They're very small, but you know, there's like little bats, batty bats, and there's like little flowers. So I'm just gonna randomly throw some on there. I'm only gonna do a few just to kind of show you what I mean. So I'll just add some stickers around the edge there just to give it a little more something. I think there's a decent amount on here to be able to do that. And if not, then I'll only do it to some or something. I don't know. So we've got that, we got that, we got this one. We got our What's Up Pumpkin one. And we have our Ghosty Ghosts and our purple bat one. Okay? I think they're cute. I think they'll be fun for adding pictures to. And then I've got one more to do. This one right here. I'll put something on it with pumpkins probably. So I'll do that after, and I'll add all the embellishments around the outside after. All right. So thank you for watching, guys. I can't go any longer. Got to end the live. So I will see you guys next week on Monday, and we will work some more. Maybe the charm. I'm not sure. I think I'll do it on camera. we'll see. All right, guys, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.